I'm the worst football manager ever, and happy Christmas Eve, everybody. You join me for the next episode of the Gloucester Gamble, and it's so good to have you with me, and I hope you're having a good life whatever day that you're watching this. Whether you're watching this on Christmas Eve or not, it doesn't matter. You can get into the Christmas spirit wherever you are, whenever you are. And today we are in an interesting situation. As you may or may not know, I was given an ultimatum from the board that I was given 5 games to score 8 points, otherwise I will lose my job. Now, I am bottom of the league at the moment in the Vanarama North. As you can see here on the bottom left of your screen there, it's 22nd in the league, and I am 8 points adrift of getting out of the relegation zone so far. Now, so far, these 5 games, I've played 3 of them, and I won amazingly. I got one against Telford, AFC Telford. I beat them 2-1. I then beat Stalybridge 2-1, and then, as you saw yesterday, I lost against Worcester 2-0, which now leaves me in a place where I've scored 6 of my 8 points, and I have 2 games left. So I have 2 games to get 2 points, and now, if you did tune into the last episode, you would have seen, actually, I should have been playing Chorley. Now, Chorley have got another game, so that game is now being rearranged, whatever the word is, can't remember the word, rearranged, and so now it looks like in February there I've got between Saturday and the Tuesday, I'm playing them twice, which will be fun. But before then, I've still got my final 2 games before I guess either keep my job or lose my job, basically. I've got Stockport today, and then tomorrow we have got the game against Worcester, the second game of my league campaign against Worcester, and Worcester were the side I lost 2-0 against. So now it's kind of worked in my favour, but it really kind of hasn't, because Worcester are doing well in the league, and Chorley are also doing well, but I think Worcester are slightly above them. If I was to look at the league, yeah, you can see there that Worcester and Chorley 3rd and 4th place. So to be honest, it's much of a muchness, do you know what I mean? I'm like, it's going to be a hard game whoever I play. But today we are going to be playing Stockport, and you join me for that match. Now, Stockport are about mid-table at the moment. They're 10th place there, as you can see, 36 points, won 10, lost 10. Really middle of the road. Hard to tell how we'll do. And just to let you know, a couple of changes. I'm keeping the tactics as I've seen. Now, the guy JStars101, I've now found out through Twitter, his name is Jerome. So Jerome, I'm using his tactic, and as I'll show you that here, it's 4-4-2. Quite a sort of standard look at it, but there are some particular roles we've got here. We've got a wing back on the left, a full back on the right in terms of defence, 2 limited defenders. We've got 2 wingers who are attacking on the left and the right, a central midfielder and a deep line playmaker, and then up front we have James Barragan playing as the advanced forward, and Obi Onaruo is now on the pitch. He's taken the place of Daniel Williams, and he is stepping into the target man role that I had before. Mainly due to the fact that Daniel Williams, as you can see here, is average rating for the last 6 games down to 6.64, so he's not doing too great. Other things that have happened since we last saw you is that Kaka Dembele, who was my winger, who I had high hopes for on loan, but he really didn't do that much for me, he asked to terminate his loan. I thought, you know what, stuff it, you haven't really been doing that great for me, and I'd rather have players that I'm using and, you know, all that kind of thing, and actually getting the most out of them. So instead, I did notice that without him, I'm kind of lacking a kind of attacking right midfielder. So I found this guy, Joe Kenton, who I have got on loan from Shrewsbury, who, to be honest, doesn't look that great. He's good at dribbling though, and he's got a high work rate, and he makes some good decisions. So, you know, if he makes a decision that I'm happy with, then that's fine. But in honesty, the first look at these sort of players, you see, have they got any double figures? And he's got a few, but actually if you look at his stats, even with the single figures, there's a lot of 8s there, there's a couple of 9s, so actually he's not that bad. I think at first glance he looks a lot worse than he actually is. 17 years old, so he is young, but we'll see how he goes. He won't be starting for me, he's on the bench, but we'll see how it goes. To be honest, Connor Taylor is playing well, he's doing what I need him to do, so he's going to be sticking in that right midfield place for now. Other problems I have here is that this game against Stockport is Ian Ormson's club. So because of that, I can't really use him in that game. He's ineligible for this next game. and so therefore he and Asbir Singh are my only keepers. So I haven't got a keeper on the bench. Oh, you know when you say something and you just think this is a bad idea, but we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. Meanwhile, I think that's basically the only changes. Oh no, Billy Jones. Billy Jones is back in the side, back on left back. Again, Tony Capaldi just slightly gone down in his average ratings there, and I thought I'd give Billy Jones a go. Now, what I am going to do though is I'm going to take off Lewis Hall from the subs bench and put Tony Capaldi onto the bench. I think his age is far higher. Oh my goodness, I've literally just noticed that Tony Capaldi's last 5 games is a 7.10, 7.1. So yeah, he's blatantly better than Billy Jones. Stuff like that. Ignore that. Ignore all of that. Ignore me. I'm an idiot. I'm going back to Capaldi. So there we go. That's it in a nutshell. We've got our Capaldi should be still a wing back there. Good, he's in wing back position. So this is it. We've got 2 games to get 2 points. Now this is my best hope of getting the 3 points. Well, at least a draw from these guys. But I think this is my best hope of getting a win. Against Worcester, it's a far harder match, and so I just oh man, it's just so stressful. I don't want to lose my job at Christmas. It's Christmas, do you know what I mean? Well, it'll be so sad having to pack up my stuff and leave at Christmas. How can they do that to someone? How dare they? Not that I've been sacked yet, I haven't been sacked, but how dare they if they do? So anyway, we'll see how we go. Oh good grief! We just really need a win. We need this win. We need a victory. To help me, as you know, of the last few games, I've been giving myself a reward system. So the first 2 games worked fine. Second game not so much. Third game not so much. So if I win today, I get the mighty, the glorious, the wondrous, the without a shadow of a doubt best celebration that there is. The wonderful that Malteser. The Malteser. Obviously it's the greatest one. So if we win, I get to eat the Malteser. If we lose, I get that one that's classic, bottom of the pile. At school, it's always the last one left. In the office, it's always the last one left. When you're at home, it's the last one left in the tub, and that is, of course, the Mars bar. It's the only one that your dad will eat, but your dad never gets them. So it's like Malteser or a Mars bar. Now, I do eat Mars bars, don't get me wrong. As I said before, I'm not going to put it down on myself. This is Christmas at the end of the day. But if I win, I get to enjoy that Malteser. It's just sitting there now, just watching me, saying, "Go on, Ben. Go on. Just score a goal. If you score a goal and win, then you can eat me." That's what he's saying to me. I know I can eat you, and I will eat you. I will enjoy you very much so. But I have to win first. Do you mind interrupting? I'm trying to make a video here. Thanks. Anyway, let's crack on. Tell the team that they're expecting to prove a point today. Yeah, get out there and prove a point. Show the world you've got what it takes. They seem motivated by that. That's good to see. Oh, good grief. Are we ready for this? Are we prepared? Emotionally prepared for this? I am. Let's get into the match. Let's go for it. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. We need a win against it. If we lose this game, and I need a win in that final game against Worcester, otherwise I get sacked. I still might get sacked even if I win this game, but there's a sense that if I get a couple of good results in these last 2 games of this week, it will take me to new realms. It will keep me in the job, but also I think there'll be something of a boost that will go on this side to say, you know what, we can do this. This is what I need. Really appreciating all your comments, really appreciating all the advice that people are giving me, different people who are suggesting different things. By the way, here we go. Here's a Honorer with the free kick. Oh my goodness, headed in from Taylor. Connor Taylor. As I said, he's been playing well, and there he goes, 1-0 up. 12 minutes in. Oh my goodness, Obi Honorer. I didn't even know he took free kicks. That shows that I probably should do some work on my set pieces. But there he goes. There's the cross, and Connor Taylor just nods it. Dinks it over the keeper. Yes! We are 1-0 up, 12 minutes in. This is so good. Yeah, we might be up, but we're not doing a good job of keeping the ball. We need to try and retain possession. Fair enough. Here's Wooten on the edge of the box for Stockport. Great challenge from Carter. Now, are they going to go on attack here? holding up the ball a little. It passes it square. That's it. Into Miller. George Miller. Into Connolly. Captain Connolly. Here's Billy Carter again. Forward to Obi Onaruo. What can Obi do with it? Here's Connolly. Obi with an assist. Brought back into the side today and got an assist already. Here's James Barragan, the youngster. To Taylor. Back to Barragan. Through to Obi. Oh! Billy Carter! That looks like it's in! Ah, it's in! Oh! It is 2-0! It is 2-0! My goodness. My goodness. We are 2-0 up. It's 13 minutes gone. This is something spectacular. Oh, great save from Hurst, but Carter was always there with the rebound. Always there, ready. Always there. He's like a Cub Scout. Always prepared. And here we go. We're cracking on now. We are 2-0 up and it's 16 minutes in. You know, those fears when you score an early goal just go away a little bit when you score two. Here's Tony Capaldi. Forward to Carter. Back to Capaldi. Cross to Ethan Wassell there. Pumps it forward. Oh, doesn't get over the head of the defender. But Miller pushes it forward again. And this time Obi's got onto it. Into the box. Get a cross in there from Obi. Oh, it's an own goal! It's an own goal! And we are 3-0 up. You shouldn't really celebrate so much. But where I'm at, 3-0, 16 minutes in. Oh, this is exciting now. This is exciting. Is the Christmas magic. Hanlon, Christmas magic is being flung around here like pixie dust, like glitter. It's being spread around because it's falling on me and it's falling on some of these players. It's certainly falling on the likes of Obi Onaruo, who's on a 7.8 right now. This is good. Connor Taylor on a 7.4, Billy Carter on a 7.4 as well. Oh my. 3-0 up. This is exciting. I want to remind us all, though, before we run away with ourselves here, that on the first day of the season, I was 4-0 up and nearly lost that game. I ended up winning just 4-3, but they came back against, oh crikey, who is it? FC United. I was against FC United, and that was a stress-filled game. But here we are, 3-0 up. This is beautiful stuff here from the side. I'm so happy about this. I'm just going to give them a little gentle nudge to tell them to concentrate. I think hopefully that might just... yes, come on boys! We can be pleased with the efforts from today. This is so good. Wonderful stuff. Let's assertively go. Very happy with the things that are going. Keep it up, lads. Everyone's looking pleased. We're just going to keep it playing as we're playing it. I don't need to make any changes here. I don't really feel like we should. Just keep doing what we're doing. Pumped up the pitch there. I know obviously Stockport will come back at us a little bit in this second half. So what I will do is we'll see what happens here first. Here's Tony Capaldi into Obi Onaruo. Back to Capaldi. Can Capaldi get it into the box? Filthy challenge there from Andy Robinson. Andy Robinson's going to be in trouble here. He's got to get at least a yellow for that. Good. It looked absolute dirt from here. And if he's not careful, he'll get sent off. Here's Obi. Quick free kick here from Obi. And it's headed out from the Stockport defence. James Smith pumps it. Great ball to Obi. And back to Capaldi there. Tony Capaldi. George Miller across to Connie. Captain Connolly. Passes it back out wide to Capaldi again there. He could have had a shot, I think. Oh! Yes! Oh, yes! Yes! Obi Onaruo. A wonderfully crafted move, as it says there. They passed it around. They're moving well on the ball. This is beautiful stuff from Worcester. Worcester? What am I talking about? From Gloucester? Good grief. I'm sorry, any Gloucester fans, any Worcester haters out there. This isn't Worcester, this is Gloucester. I'm thinking ahead to the next game, you know. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. A hat-trick of assists from Obi and a goal. I'm so glad I brought him into the side for this match. Meanwhile, Stockport on an attack. Wootton into the box. Can he do anything here? No, flying over the bar. Flying over the bar there. Good. Right, I just need to tell him to concentrate again. I don't want to... If we can keep a clean sheet as well... That's like extra uber fun. But this is amazing. This looks like I'm heading towards the 3 points to make it worth my while so that I keep my job. This will take us to 9 points in 4 games, which is pretty good. This is the 3rd win, which is like more than doubled the amount of wins I had in before these few games. But this could be the beginning of me coming out of the league, the relegation zone. Imagine that. Imagine that. Out of the relegation zone. Crikey. Also, I want to take this moment to thank Gloucester AFC Twitter account for actually saying hello on Twitter to me and offering me to come and visit for a home game. Meanwhile, they hit the bar! Stop hitting the bar! Oh, stop hitting the bar. So yeah, I've been invited to go to Wadham Road to go to a home game. So I'd love to do that one day. Maybe 2016 during the Gloucester Gamble. At some point, I will take a trip to Gloucester and see if I can. And they've got one back. I'm chatting away, and Miller scores an OG. Oh mate, Millsy. It's a real shame for him. Let's have a look, see what happened. Look at that one solitary player. Hold on. Let's rewind this a little bit. Look. Oh, where is he? There. Look at that. He's just. Yeah, this is the best game I've ever been to. I'll tell you what, that is probably well worth a £10 ticket, a game like this. What's funny is that he doesn't even decide to sit on the front row. He decides to sit on the third row back. Why would you sit on the third row? Well, anyway. Oh well. Here's watch the goal. And there's the and there's the OG. What's also funny is that guy was cheering just for a corner. He was like ecstatic, just like, yes, it's a corner. Oh. Maybe it's because Stockport are playing that badly that a corner is worth celebrating. But there seems to be more security in the ground than there are fans. But never mind. It's not about quantity. It's about quality of fans. And so maybe I'm sure going to. Oh my goodness, James Barragan. Oh, thought he was on through there. I'm sure the reality of Gloucester games are far better than what FM have given it here. But yeah, so I might pop down to a home game at some point. Here's Wootton on the attack. I really don't want them to get a second one here. Come on, let's just encourage them. I won't encourage them. I'll just tell them to concentrate again, because Jasper Singh is looking complacent here, and he's already let one in. I know it was an own goal, but do you know what I mean? Okay, 75th minute. We are all over them. Look at this possession here. This possession is so good. And if I bring up the stats, I wouldn't mind seeing what the stats are looking like. Let's just bring them up over here. They're looking alright to me. 7 shots on target, 54% possession. Look at this, yeah, 6 shots on target. This is so good. So good. Very happy with this. 82nd minute, we are 4-1 up. This is looking like we are safe. Well, looks like my job is safe for the meantime. This is so good. 4-1. Let's just make some pointless substitutes to wind the time down a little bit. Let's take off Ethan Wassell. I've got a habit of saying that. I don't think it's very nice to say that, so I shouldn't really. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Is going to put James Smith into centre back. Put Mike Green onto right back there. And let's take George Miller off, and let's put Jamie Osborne on. And you know what? I'm going to take Barragan off and put Chauncey on as well. For the last 5 minutes, just give a few more players an extra bit of a run around. His Hurst with the clearance there. Odijayi through to Montrose, Ledsham, Wootton. Good challenge from Williams there. Matthew Williams. I brought him back from loan a few weeks ago, if you remember, and he has been featuring in the starting 11 ever since. He's Wootton on his own in the box. He got free, but he puts it over the bar. So thank goodness for that. 88th minute, 4-1. Crikey, what is? Here's Roberts with the corner. Ledsham. Oh, they've got a second. They have got a second goal. Everybody. I know there's only a minute left or something, but I just don't trust myself with this. We're gonna just go defensive. We're gonna have to waste some time. Surely we can. Let's just go lower tempo. Take a breather. Waste time. Let's just wind the clock down, boys. Wind it down. Smith, this should be it now. Come on, Captain Connolly. Yes! Final full time, and we've got 9 points in the bag from these 4 games. We can be pleased with the football we've played there. That was a good win for us. Well done. Yes, come on. So from the looks of things here, my job might be safe. Let's just see if what the board say, if they say anything at all. I'd quite like it if they do say something nice. If they're just like, okay, you can keep your job for the meantime. Even if it's like that, I'd be pleased with that. Fans jubilant after the result. Entertaining football. It's good to see. They're purring after his display. Obi Onuruo, I think I just need to keep him on the pitch. I know and we were the key game of the weekend, so fair play to us. Fair play to us with that. But as for that will do for today. I'm going to be able to enjoy my Malteser and the Mars bar. See you later, mate. You know what I mean? It can stay at the bottom of that tub as far as I can care. But that's it for me. Tomorrow you join me on Christmas Day. You'll see a video on Christmas Day too. I'm not going to leave you in the lurch on Christmas Day. We're going to see the end of this week through, play that 5th game, and hopefully we will get some kind of okay from the board to say, yep, you can stay as manager of Gloucester. You can keep doing it. I would love that. I would really appreciate that word from the board. So if you're in contact with the board, do let them know. Give them a heads up from me. You know, give them a little nudge to be like, go and encourage worst football manager ever. Go and help him out. Anyway, but that is it for me. Do check me out on Twitter at worst football manager ever, and also I am on Twitch now and then at worst football manager ever on Twitch. Have a wonderful Christmas if you're watching this on Christmas Eve. If you're not watching this on Christmas Eve, just have a lovely day, and I'll see you later.